Welcome to Does This Work Comedy Podcast. My name is Jared Herft, and I'm here with one of the first professional comedians I've ever met. You go.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You got a question? You raised
No.
your hand?
I was just like, that's me.
Yeah. He's in town promoting his new tour. Estupid. Is that Spanish, or is it? Could be
It can be Spanish, but it's Persian as well. It's a very Persian immigrant thing where especially my mom, she can't pronounce stupid without putting an e in front of it.
Yeah.
That's where stupid started from.
Yeah. Estupid, and it's just a fantastic comedian, open for people like Russell Peters, Theo Von, right? Just a legend in the industry. Neema Naz. There'll be some applause here to make it sound less awkward and uncomfortable.
It's okay. Let's make it awkward and uncomfortable. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, just looking left and then into
That's
each
it, baby.
eye like we
That's
don't.
it.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. It's very nice, very nice intro.
Yeah. Well.
It means a lot that you think I'm a legend.
Oh, I do.
And that I'm a professional comedian. That really means a lot.
I mean, you're a touring comedian. You're making money off this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, now I am. Yeah. But
else is a worldwide tour.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. I mean, I don't know. I think I've been humbled so much.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear people say stuff like that, it almost feels weird.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, yeah, I'm not oblivious. I am a professional, and I see myself as that. But it's weird almost hearing that from other people who are also comedians.
Right.
Because, I don't know, when you first start comedy, and you know how it is, it's just everything's amateur, everything's fucking, you're just eating shit all day, all night, trying to hustle, trying to make a name for yourself. And it's not easy, and it's discouraging, and people talk shit. And it takes a while before you actually become to that professional status. Yeah. But you also have to see yourself in that way. Yeah. Otherwise, you'll never get there.
Behave that way, a professional, and you'll become that.
Yeah. Act like a professional and become a professional.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's the same with anything though. It's such an incrementally increasing thing that you are a professional, right? Because it's not an overnight thing. It's those overnight successes that actually took them 20 years to become overnight successes, right? So I play music for a living. That's my job. That was my dream job when I was a kid. Comedy was the goal, but what's more achievable? Oh, I'll be a rock star. That's more achievable.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Way easier.
But now I'm a solo, just acoustic cover artist, right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Only recently that I'm I'm doing this as my full-time job now. But I didn't realize, I would never have called myself a professional musician because I'm not Linkin Park. I don't know why they're the first people that came to my mind.
The worst example. I was just I don't know. I want to be a professional basketball player. I'm not LeBron James, but fuck, man. I guess. Yeah, I mean, you have to. I mean, it is good to aim high though, because if you don't aim high, you won't even get up a little bit. Right. That's the way I see everything. Yeah. With my health, with my work, my family. So I think it's good to strive as high as possible. Yeah. Because even if it's not realistic and you won't get to that status, at least you will go up a little bit naturally. Yeah, right. You have to, because if you don't aim high, you're not even going to get up even a little bit. But if you aim low, that's your limit.
Yeah, that's right.
So you should never limit yourself.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't try, you'll never.
You just never know.
You'll never. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So what? I don't know. It's a fairly new podcast. Generally, the first question I ask most of the guests I have on is just the simple question of why comedy. What was the catalyst for you to pursue it?
I'm not good at anything else, so it was this or nothing. Yeah. It was for me, I just felt like I always was lacking fun in my life. Yeah. I was having fun, but I'm just saying I felt like I needed more fun. Yeah. And it sounds stupid, but it's stupid.
It's stupid.
But for real, in school, for example, in high school, I always wondered why the fuck. Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah.
I'll try not to, because I know I don't want to get demonetized and stuff.
We got to monetize first.
Yeah. I need views first to be able to be monetized. So swear all you want. This is all a trial run. In high school, I always wondered, man, yeah, it's cool. You do science and math and academics, but it's we should focus at least a little bit more on the creative side. Right. Because not everyone is mathematical or by the book. I'm not one of those people. I'm good at it, but it's not what I want to do, nor am I passionate about it. Yeah. And I feel like passion is something that not a lot of people in education talk about. Yeah. Which I think is exactly how entrepreneurs thrive. Right. Is if you think about it, every artist that's made it, they had to be passionate about it. Yeah. There's no other way. Yeah. You can't just fake it.
Yeah.
You can, but then you'll be a one-hit wonder and you'll fall off.
Yeah.
But the people who actually are successful over years and decades,
Yeah.
they had a passion to start with, to begin with. But not a lot of people talk about that in the school system, education system growing up. And that's something that I wish I could do something about. Like maybe one day when I make it, I'll be like, I don't know, I don't want to teach comedy obviously, but I'm saying like there should be more focus on the arts and you know, being able to dive into your passions.
Yeah.
Because there's so many talented and creative people out there, but they get shut down and you know, they get suppressed by like, no, you have to get an academic degree and go to school and go to university degree, go get a job, and that's it. Like, go off. That's how you're going to be successful.
That's just the world ticks that we have that you've got to do.
That's what I'm saying, and that's how, you know. Honestly, I don't blame my parents, like immigrant parents in general. That's how they came up.
Yeah.
Like that was the only way you could make it. Is go to work, get a degree, get a job, and that's your life. That's your success. So the fact that I'm doing this, a lot of other creators or comedians or artists are doing what they're doing on a high level, it's more new, especially nowadays with social media. Everyone's a fucking creator or entrepreneur now.
Yeah.
So I think it's time to kind of update those new regulations in the education system.
Yeah.
To, you know, help push a lot of kids into more creative fields.
That's true. Yeah.
Because I don't know, that's why I feel like a lot of people fail and they become miserable and they end up doing jobs they hate, and then they hate their lives.
Go past and they realize, what have I been doing?
And then they get to the end of their life and they're like, oh man, I wish I worked more hours at the office. It's like, no, you wish you fucking played more guitar, or
that's it.
you know what I'm saying? So anyway, to long-winded answer, that's how I got into comedy, was because I always thought like I needed to have more fun naturally, and I felt intuitively inside me, like, why can't I do this more often? There has to be something out there for me that's more fun. Because I was studying kinesiology, like biology, shit like that, and it was fine. But
I have a kinesiology appointment tomorrow.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Hey man, it's meant to be. I'm your doctor.
You got your
I got my certificate.
tuning forks and
that's
stuff?
it. Yeah, exactly. I got my needles, my acupuncture, whatever you need, buddy.
That's cool. Well, yeah, I mean, all the decisions that I've made to pursue creative things was all midlife crisis things. You know, I've worked jobs, sales, office staff. I've done a million jobs, and I was like, well, I'm not enjoying any of this stuff, even the stuff that I should enjoy. And then it got to the point my wife was like, well, leave, but like you need a full-time wage. Yeah. So then I started playing guitar like once a month, making nothing.
Yeah.
But then I married that up. I was already doing some acting work here and there. And then I was doing some videography stuff. So all that equaled like a very low-paying weekly wage. And then surely but steadily, the music became like the main thing, and then everything else was like just extra.
Yeah.
But like it's fun if you don't just start and see. My whole thing was like, I'm going to see what I can do. So then, what was your first set like? Where was that? Open mic night?
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah, in Canada. Yeah, in Toronto. Cool. That's where I started. Yeah, I mean, you have to start somewhere, right? And for me, I actually discovered comedy because one of my friends in school at the time, when I was studying in university, he mentioned that there was a comedy show to go check out, and I'd never been to a comedy show before, a live show. And we went, and then it was a Tuesday night amateur student show for this program that was offering comedy programs at a college nearby where I was studying. And I was like, what the hell? There's a comedy school? Like clown school? That's crazy. And so I looked into, because I was watching this show too, and I see these like amateurs going up on stage doing 2 minutes of stand-up in front of 10 people, bombing, just eating shit on stage. And I'm watching, I'm like, man, I'm funnier than these guys, bro. Right? And then so that was the moment it clicked for me, and I was like, oh, wow, like this is what I've been searching for this whole time. It finally hit me, and I was like, oh, this is what I need to do. And so I dropped out of school that week. Yeah, wow. Like full tuition. Like I was at one of the best schools in Canada. Wow. And honestly, one of the best universities in the world. Yeah. University of Toronto is one of the best rated like higher education schools in the world. And so I was like, well, it's either this or nothing for me. And I took the risk for myself because a lot of my life I never made that jump and made decisions for myself either. So this is one of those first moments where I was like, let me just do something for myself for once and see how it feels. Yeah. Let me just take a risk for once. Because I was dependent on other people. As the youngest child, you're like, you get everything, you're pampered. You get everything your way whenever you want it. Yeah. But it's hard, it's uncomfortable to make your own decisions and be accountable for it, right? Yeah. And so, but then I don't know, but something inside me was like I always felt like it was meant to be.
Yeah.
And so that's it. That's where I started,
Well,
and then
clearly it is, right? Because like fast forward from then to now, and you're doing this your second tour, right?
yeah. This is like my first like large tour that I'm doing. Yeah.
So then, tell me what it's like to say build an hour, tour it, and then have to put it away, and work on a whole new hour. Do you feel like it's hard to let all that work go, or do you still bring it into your routine, rotation?
I mean, yeah, it's tough and it's uncomfortable, but you have to do it in order to grow.
Yeah.
You could always keep doing the same material, but you're not going to grow as a comedian.
Yeah.
And that's weird because you're always growing as a human.
Yeah.
And so naturally you have to also adapt with the times of your life and adapt your material as well, because you're not always the same person as you were 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's right.
And it'll be also weird if you're like 30 doing material you're doing when you were 20.
Yeah.
And whatever other age you're at. So but for now, right now, this is like my best hour I've done. It took me almost 2.5 years to polish.
Great.
And funny enough, I started pretty much working on it in Australia.
Yeah.
So I moved here for a year to work on the material that I'm touring now. And yeah, I mean, like I'm almost month 8 or 9 into it. This is the last week.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty surreal.
I feel like Perth is always the end of the tour for most people. It's
Is
the end
it?
of the road. It's the last one. I remember Mark Norman was here recently.
Yeah.
And Perth was like, that's it. That's the last show.
Oh, really?
I was touring it for the whole year. He's like,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, Australia in general is the last shows for me. Perth is actually the first show in Australia for me.
Australia is generally the last in the
It
world
is.
to get anything.
It is.
Right? Perth is even in the last.
Is leaving the last? Yeah.
So
I don't know. Yeah, for me, the last show for me is Auckland. I'm going to New Zealand.
Oh,
Is the
cool.
last show from Sydney.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, Australia is great too. I love Australia, but yeah, man, it takes a while to actually hone your material and craft it, and it's good to tour, but then you also have to go until you get sick of the material.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's over,
Yeah.
and to start new.
Yeah.
So I'm at that point kind of now where I'm like, all right, like I've done this set like hundreds of times over and over again. I'm ready to like finish off strong. But in a couple months from now, I'm ready to start new material again.
Yeah.
So
well, I feel the same. Like, so when I play, I'm not even playing my own songs when I play music. I'm
you're
playing
covering,
covers,
doing
right?
covers.
No Linkin Park or anything, but it's
Yeah.
mostly
Yeah.
Sheeran and shit. But
Yeah, you're Link Up Park. You're Lincoln Fountain.
I'm Linkin
Parkette.
Linkin Backyard.
Yeah. You're Lincoln Alleyway.
When I'm playing, I'm doing a loop pedal thing as well. So I'm drumming on the guitar. I'm building.
Oh,
a whole
nice.
thing.
That's
It's
cool.
a lot going on. I do a bit of beatboxing just to build a little.
Oh, hell yeah.
Boots and cats stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
boots and cats, buddy.
Yeah.
That's the Aussie version. Boots and cats.
Boots and cats.
Boots and cats can't.
But after a while, it's autopilot, right? So I can be singing a song, and it could be a wordy one, like an Ed Sheeran song, and I'm looking for the next song. All right, what do I want to play next? And I'm reading, and I go, not that one. But I'm still singing at the same time. I'm still looping. I'm still playing. But it's such an autopilot thing that I'm like present. I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
So I realized I was kind of getting like that with my sets. I realized I was getting on, and coming from an acting background, I was like, it's like a monologue, right? You just rehearse it the way you're going to say it with the same inflections, whatever, and then you get on and do it. And the one that you build it, and the one that it gets the best response, that's how you're going to deliver it from now on. But lately, I'm having more fun with the same sets, but just fucking around with the format a little bit, you know. And I was just shit scared of crowd work when
Yeah, of course.
I don't know why, but I'm really having fun lately, and I guess stepping out of your comfort zone and being willing to bomb is what I'm learning, because my problem with my comedy, and I've said this on the pod before, sorry everyone, but all two of you, but the
all two of you.
But my problem with my comedy, in my opinion, is that I'm very down the middle, right? So I do fine. Mm-hmm. People are laughing. Sometimes it's great, but it's usually fine.
Right.
I'm not bombing.
Yeah, but you're not crushing.
No one's rolling around in the aisles laughing. So it's
right.
it's just very safe. And I saw Bobby Lee talking about this on his podcast when he had Louis C.K. on.
Nice.
And it was like the words were coming out of my own mouth. He was like, I've got more to offer. I've got more to say, but I'm stuck in this position where I'm afraid to not kill.
Oh.
So I just play it safe.
Interesting.
So
who said that?
That was Bobby Lee.
Oh yeah, Bobby Lee gets in his head a lot.
Yeah.
I've learned.
Yeah.
Which is wild because he's so funny.
Oh, he's great. Like, and he's naturally
so funny, but that goes to show, we're only human.
Yeah.
And it's more relatable than you think. Yeah. These thoughts, whether you're an amateur or a 30-year vet.
Yeah. Well, he was saying that he notices like when Louis C.K. is in the clubs, people will rush in to see him perform, obviously because he's Louis C.K.
Yeah.
But when Bobby Lee goes up, he goes, everyone fucking leaves, and then Louis C.K. was just very quick to go, fucking, who cares about the other comedians? You're not there for them. You're there for... even Bobby Lee was like, who am I there for? And he's like, the crowd. Like, you're there for the crowd. You're there to make them laugh.
Right.
You don't have to worry about this, that the comedians at the back, they've heard the same jokes again and again. You're not doing it for them.
Right.
And that is in the back of my head.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, these guys, they've heard all this before.
Right.
And it feels wanky to sort of like...
I know.
You know what I mean?
I feel that I can actually relate to that a lot.
Yeah.
To Bobby Lee because it's the same thing for me.
Right.
I've never been that comic where other comics rush in to come watch.
Right.
But the crowds typically love to watch.
Yeah.
What I'm doing.
Yeah.
But that's the whole point. Like, I'm doing it for the crowd, not for the comics.
Yeah.
I'm not a comics comic.
Yeah.
But there are comics who are hilarious and I love them too, and I know I'm friends with some of them where like. I die laughing every time I'm watching them.
Yeah.
But that's not the same for me. I can't say the same for me where it's just like the way it is and that's totally fine. It doesn't matter who's watching you. I think the most thing that matters is are you working on your own craft and are you making the masses laugh as much as possible?
Right. So then when you are looking back then, do you think there's something that separates the good from the great or upping your level out of where you're like, you're doing fine, but you can kick it into another gear? Or do you remember when that was in your career when you were opening for headliners?
Yeah, I think the point of like the turning point for me was it's when you have the right people around you to help give you feedback and you actually take it and you do something with it.
Right.
So for me, having my brother who manages me, he helps me he calls out things that I don't see, or other comics that I'm friends with.
Yeah.
They'll point out things and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't see it that way. And then it's taking that information, not being defensive about it, because every comic's like, no, fuck you, it's funny, blah, 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 right? But, I've learned to kind of get over that and be like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right, yeah, that's smart. I'll try it.
Yeah.
And then that's when it starts, jokes start to get better. And I start to become better is because I'm listening to what other people say, not like fully taking what they're saying, but taking it with a grain of salt, making it my own, and then testing it out. And that's the way you can grow and become better. So I feel like that's the most important thing in comedy is having humility. Yeah. And as the more humility you have, I feel like the stronger and faster you'll grow.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think I don't think it's just a comedian thing, but I think it's very common with comedians that we're a self-deprecating bunch.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Right? So then having to, like, when you self-assess yourself as a self-deprecating person, you're normally overly critical on yourself, right? Yeah. So then it kind of does push you to work a bit harder.
Yeah.
So then who was the sort of heroes that you grew up watching then that sort of got you into comedy as well?
For me, like Russell Peters was obviously my main inspiration. He's the first like comedic idol I had, especially for any immigrant comedians coming up in my generation. I feel like Russell Peters was that guy, especially any brown comedians. So it's like, and he's coincidentally from a similar area back home from where I live, right? So it's just an extra special kind of thing, being able to.
I love his stand-up.
Yeah,
I remember discovering him more as an adult.
Oh wow, really?
Doing a deep dive. Yeah. Maybe like as an adult, maybe 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But like, I remember doing a deep dive on his stuff, and I was like, wow.
I know.
Like, this is me.
Yeah.
And then the stuff about his dad, like, and I was like, I could joke about my dad.
Yeah,
and you
I
start
know.
thinking about, like, you were talking about how like your mum says they're stupid.
Yeah.
But like my mum's Sri Lankan.
Yeah.
So it's like all the T's are D's, and the last D in stupid is very pronounced. It's stupid.
Yeah. There you go. Exactly.
Stupid.
Yeah. That's how it is, man. It's very similar. It's very relatable. It's it's very, everyone has a family. Everyone has a mom. Everyone has a dad. They can. It's like relatable shit, right? And I feel like that's the stuff that hits the most.
Yeah.
And that's why Russell Peters was a big impact on my life because one, he was doing jokes about different cultures, which was hilarious. I'm like, holy shit, like I've never seen this before.
Yeah, nailing the accents.
And that's something I was naturally doing as a kid, is making fun of other people's accents. Just not naturally. And so once I started watching him, he molded my humor in a way. And a lot of people's humors that were my age and up, right? Like my generation, he molded our humor. Because like we would quote his jokes for years afterwards. And so that's definitely where I get a lot of my inspiration from. Yeah.
But yeah, that's great. I remember watching it. I grew up on Seinfeld because that was like just on TV all the time.
Yeah.
And that was my first glimpse, because I think Seinfeld, and originally the premise was like how a comedian gets his material, right? And then it pivoted to like a show about nothing. You know?
Yeah.
But I remember they used to splice in footage, like pre-recorded footage of him doing his sets.
Yeah, stand up. Yeah.
And then the scene that followed would be something to do with that. And I was like, wow, that's like, I get
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then like quickly discovered Eddie Murphy after that.
Yeah.
Like I was watching Eddie Murphy movies, and then I found Raw. People were talking about this about Delirious. And they were just saying stuff about the cheeseburger, the McDonald's bit. And he was like, I got McDonald's at home. You got McDonald's at home? And I was like, my mum did that shit. And I was like, it's so relatable. But then it's I think it's still probably my favorite stand-up comedy of all time.
It's iconic.
Yeah. And then so it was a lot of those kind of guys. Russell Peters I discovered. I grew up watching Chappelle. A lot of black comedians. Yeah.
So many black guys.
Yeah.
Man, you got a fetish or what?
I think so, yeah. Yeah. And then, it was, I don't know what, I worked with recent, like in COVID.
You worked with? How?
So I did an acting thing with him.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's sick.
Which was amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What was this for?
It was for might have to cut this out, but it was a stage production.
Oh, nice. Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome.
So he goes on and off and comes on.
That's hilarious.
And then he goes on and comes on.
No way.
So I play.
Oh, that's jokes.
And it was great, but it was him, and I don't know if you know the comedian.
It
was fantastic. But he gave me a bunch of advice afterwards, because I did some improv with him.
Oh, that's cool.
And he was like, stick with it, because you got something. And I didn't do anything for 2 years, 3 years. But I did read every book I could find, watch every podcast. Yeah. I watched stand-up comedy like non-stop. I was trying to figure it out. How do you write a joke? Like and then I found there's different triggers that human beings have for laughter. I found there was different kinds of joke structures, like you know. And then I figured it all out. And then so when I started, I was better than most. Like I was better. People had thought I had been doing it longer than I.
Oh, okay.
So when I did my first set, they thought I'd been doing it for a little bit. Oh,
interesting.
But then I don't know if that.
I don't think that matters, because like it doesn't matter how much you read on something. If you're not doing it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You can't cheat the stage time.
Quickly figured that out.
Yeah, you can't cheat the reps.
Yeah, I had just giggles, but I wasn't.
No,
and I imagine I'm gonna be so knowledgeable about this, and these guys are gonna laugh at my rape jokes, and they're gonna
Jesus,
love.
No, definitely not. I'll tell you that right now.
New comedians, right?
I know they love doing the edgiest shit, and they have the worst opinions on stuff. Yeah. And it's like, why are you starting with this?
Yeah. It's always like my dad raped me.
It's fucked. I don't know what it is, to be honest. It's crazy. It's a weird phenomenon with people starting out to talk about the worst things.
I think it's the shock thing. I think they put the two and two together in the head, because they know that they're going to be that you need to surprise someone with a punchline.
Yeah.
They know they've heard the dirty shit before.
Right.
So they make it as dirty as possible.
I know.
Because so who knows? I don't really do it anymore.
No, you learn as you go.
I did that joke, a rape joke once, and I got a boo, but it wasn't even like a very energetic boo. It was like a boo. I was disappointed.
That's actually worse.
Yes, I hated it. It cut me, and I never did it since.
Yeah, smart. Yeah. I mean, it takes some sophistication to be able to pull off a good rape joke.
Yeah. Well, I've got a pedophile bit, but everyone, like most people have.
That's what I'm saying. But like it's got to be fucking unique, man, at this point, because everyone's done it.
And then like another crazy thing was like I had a church. I'm only just writing this now, so it's not stage ready, and there's no punchline really, but. I did have a pastor when I went to church. I was a little church boy when I was in my teenage years.
Well, altar boy?
I was in the band. I was Pentecostal. Come on, everybody, let's ready to praise Jesus.
Oh, man.
And one of the pastors faked cancer because he was, to cover for the symptoms of chemo, which he wasn't having. His hair was falling out, and he was losing weight due to stress because he was hiding a porn addiction from when he was like 7 years old. he got into porn very young, and he was stressed because he's grown up and his dad's a church pastor. He's a pastor, so he's stressed. All these physical symptoms keep coming out about his sicknesses, and he keeps lying about what they are. So finally he's like, I'm doing chemo, I've got cancer.
What?
Like on a large scale. He wheels on an oxygen tank, a bald head. He says, I believe God's going to heal me. God heals him of his cancer that he never had. And then people are donating money.
No way.
Yeah, he came forward on Today Tonight on the news. And
that's hilarious.
So the whole thing is like you faked cancer because you liked porn. That's very extreme. And
that's insane.
Yeah, so there's all true things that happened. So I'm just working him into my material now. Because I'm trying to get myself more into my stuff. Because for a while I felt like I was just memorizing words.
Yeah, that's a big thing for a lot of starter comedians too. Yeah. Like, how long have you been doing comedy?
Like 2 years.
Oh, so you're brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It takes years to find your voice.
Yeah. But I think it also takes a couple of years to just acknowledge that you want a voice.
Yeah.
Or at least a couple of years, because I didn't realize what a voice meant until I had this epiphany.
Know. Yeah.
I didn't realize that I wanted to have a voice. I just knew that I was doing well, and I was like doing my set, but I just started to feel like I wasn't feeling it. And then I was like, I just want to say something, and they're like, yeah, you want to find your voice, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's what
I think what it is your voice is who you are off stage, off camera.
Yeah.
Just doing that on stage, like,
yeah, right. So
it sounds simple,
persona.
But sorry,
you don't have a stage persona.
Not really. I mean, like, yeah, you're always like a little bit performance based on stage, naturally.
Yeah.
But you should always be yourself.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest part is to emulate that.
Yeah.
But once you do, that's where the magic happens. Yeah. And I feel like I'm starting to do that now more than ever. And I've naturally gone there after like doing thousands of stage time, right?
Yeah.
Like, but even still, I'm only at 10 years right now, and I feel like I'm just getting started. And that's the beauty of it.
How they say, how long they say it takes, right, to get to...
When you start to actually get good,
is to be like 10 years.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I start to feel like after like the 9-10 year mark, now I'm starting to like get in the groove, and I'm finding I'm pretty much myself on stage at this point.
That's great.
And it's so fun. It's fun because I'm like, oh man, like I don't have to pretend to be something I'm not. I can just fuck around. I'm being myself. It's fun. I'm goofing around. I'm laughing. I'm dancing. I'm singing. You know, like I'm just being myself.
That's what I want.
And people really can feel it and they love it. You know,
that's
so
cool.
It's whatever that is for you.
And do you think you can find that earlier, or do you think people
maybe
can make it? Yeah.
I think you can find like little like spurts of it.
Yeah.
But not fully until you're on stage constantly.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to try shit out constantly, and then you'll get there.
One of the best gigs in terms of like how much fun I had, just Friday just gone, when I was just like doing a bit of crowd stuff. I was just interacting. There was a Sri Lankan kid in the front row, and I was just like, I looked back at the video and I was just genuinely it was so much fun. Because like I was like, "Wait, you're Sri Lankan, bro? Dude, me too." And he was like, "I was like, what's your name?" And he was like, he says his name, and he was like, "What?" I was like, "Pardon?" And he goes, "No." And I was like, "All right, well," I couldn't understand him.
Right.
And the crowd just laughed at that, and I'm just at this very authentic sort of. And I was like, "You're gonna have some kotu roti after this, brother? Go and have some lamb rice for dinner."
Yeah.
And him and his friends are losing it. Yeah. They loved it, and his name was he said his name was Shobi.
Shobi.
And I was like, is that because your dad's like, don't show bees, show
yeah, that's good. Yeah, exactly.
So it was just so much fun. I was like, I kept watching that like 10 seconds over and over and over again, because I was like, that was the most fun I've had, and it was something that would normally terrify me to deviate from my set. So when you get to meet Russell Brand.
I wish, bro. That'd be sick.
When you get to meet Russell Peters, what was that like? Did he see your set? Did you reach out to him?
No. So there was actually an article that was written about me in Toronto, about like new rising comedians in the city or some shit, and they got a quote from his manager, which is also his older brother, Clayton Peters. And they said, like, oh, Neema Naz is very funny, like, blah, 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 Toronto comedian. I was like, what the fuck? So then my brother reaches out to Clayton, being like, hey, like, saw you wrote something about Neema. Like, that's really awesome. Thank you so much. Was wondering if I could just pick your brain for 5 minutes, because we're also starting our first tour, which was years ago. And then Clayton got back to us within 5 minutes on email. He's like, yeah, we love Neema's stuff. Big fans. How about we go for lunch? And then we went for lunch the next week with Clayton. met for 3 hours, talked, hung out. He was cool. He loved, good chat. And then he FaceTimed Russell. He said, what up? It was pretty cool. And he invited us to go to his first Canadian shows in the nearby province in the state. So we went. I met Russell like the week after at his show, and they just invited us to come and watch the show.
Yeah.
And he was performing in arenas still at the time, right? And I met him backstage, and pretty much like 30 minutes before the show starts, Clayton tells my brother, "Hey, does Neema have 10 minutes?" And my brother's like, "Yeah, of course." Like he's starting his first tour like next month. Yeah. And then he comes to me. He's like, "Yo, like, you want to go on stage for 10 minutes?" I was like, "What? Like, what the fuck?" This was like last minute, like 10 minutes before showtime. And obviously in my head, I'm like, yeah, of course I'm going to do 10 minutes on this stage and open for Russell. But at the same time, I'm shitting my pants. So I'm like, I have to perform in front of 9,000 people right now. God. Which before that, the most I performed was 400 maybe.
Yeah.
And so I'm about to go on stage, and I go up to Russell. I was like, yo, you have any advice, man? It's my first time performing in front of so many people. And he's like, yeah, just don't bomb. And I was like, oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. That's great. So anyway, whatever. I'm prepared because I was already working on my first hour. So I had 10 minutes of strong stuff. Yeah. I go up, I crush it. Yeah. I do a good job. It felt amazing, and I come up stage and I immediately start bawling my eyes out because it's so overwhelming because of the emotions of like all these years putting into work and following my dreams and meeting my comedic idol. Yeah. All because of putting out content and doing things I love. I get this opportunity right now, and I did well in front of my comedic idol. It's like, what more do you want in life? And so I was genuinely bawling my eyes out as soon as I got up stage. And even Clayton's like, yo, is he good? And my brother's like, yeah, it's just really emotional because he's looking. This is his dream, right? It's like a huge milestone in my life. So, yeah, man, when that happened, it just opened up a world of perspective for me, knowing like, oh, well, anything's possible. Yeah. Anything is possible. You just have to fucking put your mind to it and just take action. That's all it is. Yeah. So,
and that it doesn't seem so far out of reach.
Not at all.
Those things, you know what I mean? Especially because you look at those kind of people.
Yeah.
And it's like a different world, right? And it's like
of course.
A different orbit. And especially like say at my level, I'm still very new. But like I've got mates that have opened for so and so.
Yeah.
Who have opened for so and so. Like I've got like Bruno, Oliveira. Yeah. So he was like, "I'll kill Tony." He was fucking awesome.
Fucking bargain.
Yeah. Like he called Tony a cunt. It was
so funny.
He's like, "Where are you from?" He's like, "Yeah, yo, mate." And Tony Hinchcliffe's like, "So where are you from?" He's like, "You serious, cunt?"
Yeah. So funny.
He called.
I'm a fucking bargain, brother.
Yeah. But he did great. And then it's weird because you see like, and even there's been a couple of other guys that have been on as well. But or have opened for some big names. Yeah. You're like, wow, that world doesn't seem so far away.
Not at all. Yeah, it's perspective, right? Yeah. It's not out of reach at all. Yeah. All these people are just humans.
Exactly. Yeah.
They also wanted these opportunities when they were coming up. Yeah. So it's only a matter of time. It's just about how much you put in your own effort.
Right.
And it's I always think about worry about what you can control, not what you can't control.
Yeah, that's right.
So just worry about what you can do, and then the opportunities will come.
Yeah, and just be prepared, right? Like,
just be prepared, yeah, exactly.
Because like it's so easy to get comfortable doing like as an open micer doing 5 to 10 or whatever, and having that same 5 to 10, and then going take a breath now. Yeah. I know that if I get 10, I'm good.
Exactly.
But then if you can you do 20 here. And you can go, yeah, but not a good 20.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So, like, you have to be putting the work in behind the scenes
100%.
to be able to be ready for when the
100%.
Stars align.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. You'll always be ready for when your name gets called. Yeah. And in that moment, I was ready. I was prepared. But I thank my earlier self for putting myself in different situations, uncomfortable environments, doing spots outside of the cities, traveling to do spots, like, putting yourself into those positions to get on different stages, I think is really important early on.
Yeah. And then so you also do like sketches, right?
Yeah.
Like sketches, you do like sometimes solo, sometimes
everything, random
people.
shit, yeah.
So then, because I've done a few as well, again, they never really took off and I stopped doing them. But I think mine were too long form. They were like 5 to 7 minutes, way too long.
Yeah.
But we're so curious of how, when you write comedy, do you write going, this is going to be good for sketch, this is going to be good for stage, and do they cross over at all?
Yeah, there's always a little bit of crossover, but sometimes I naturally know if it's a stage or a video bit.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just try it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I post it as a video, and I'm like, oh, this could actually be a bit too on stage.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
I'll do it on stage. I'm like, oh, this could be a video.
Yeah.
And then I do it, and then that's it. I don't think about it. I just fucking I think about it. I write it down. I do it.
Yeah.
I don't overthink it.
I overthink. I'm like, this is not going to.
It's the worst thing you can do.
No one's going to watch this. I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself. Yeah.
Belong here.
No. Honestly, it's the worst thing you do is overthink, because also no one cares. Yeah. No one gives a fuck if you're overthinking.
Yeah.
No one. Everyone's worried about their own shit so much. It doesn't even matter what you're thinking. Just put it out.
No one gives a shit is the hardest and best lesson I learned, right?
Yeah.
In terms of, because on paper, when you say no one gives a shit about you, that's like kind of like an offensive thing to hear, right? But
yeah,
like,
of course.
but it's actually
true,
the most positive thing.
It's the best. It's most liberating thing is no one gives a shit.
Yeah, that's right. So
it's the Gary Vee method, man.
Yeah, actually,
you know
I was going to
Gary
say, you've. I was looking into have you worked with Gary Vee?
Yeah, I opened for him at his NFT conference actually years ago.
Yeah, cool.
And I was at his offices once, met him there. Yeah, he's dope, man.
Yeah,
he's someone I look up to a lot.
Yeah,
he's helped me a lot in my life.
I love that at any age.
Yeah,
you could be like, you're a baby.
You're so fucking young. You have so much fucking time, bro.
Look, Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, bro, like fucking garage sales. Yeah. Like he's a goat, man. I fucking love Gary Vee.
And you've done some work with Kevin Hart as well?
No. I wish. That's one of my goals in my life is to work with Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
He's definitely one of my comedic idols too.
Yeah. I thought I must have read something about you having some kind of interaction with him.
He's watched my video.
Right.
A couple of videos, commented on a couple. So
yeah.
That's it though. But
that's great.
Yeah, man, I manifested, bro, because I want to be like him in a different way. Like, because he's like a touring comedian. He's a actor, producer, radio show, fucking everything you can think of he has. And I want to do shit like that. He's a businessman. Yeah. He's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
He's not just a comedian.
Yeah, that's
and
great.
I want to do all that shit too. So.
Are you doing some acting work?
Yeah. I did a lead role in a movie actually a couple years ago. Yeah. It's it came out this year.
Yeah. What's it called?
Please After You.
Cool. And you were in The Boys as well.
I was in The Boys too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, man, I'm working on my own TV series right now.
Hell yeah! God, see, I should move.
Yeah, and yeah, man. Hopefully, I'm manifesting that it gets made in 2026.
Yeah,
and on a network TV, channel for sure.
That's great.
It's a long time coming, man. I've been thinking about this shit for years.
Yeah,
and it's finally coming to fruition. I filmed a bunch of proof of concepts.
Wow.
I've been posting them.
Yeah, every
episode, so it's a matter of time.
Cool. That's so good. And is it like a multicam kind of thing?
Yeah. It's kind of like a 20-minute episodic series.
Yeah, cool.
Comedy. Yeah.
And what would you say was the you could compare it to in terms of like format?
It's a lot like the filming is a lot like it's just like awkward, like quirky kind of kind of like The Office. You know how they film like the zooms and shit.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's not talking heads where like you'd be talking a thing.
Yeah.
It's not mockumentary, but it's filmed that way. It's more like Brooklyn Nine-Nine a little bit.
Yeah, cool.
It's a little bit like Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yeah,
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but it's about instead of like about police officers, it's about realtors.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So it's not about you as a comedian.
No. It's one of my characters that's famous. Not famous, but popular.
Yes, the Persian.
Yeah, the Persian realtor. Yeah. Babak Markar, number one realtor. Shut your mouth, idiot. Yeah. I'm number one realtor. You're number one idiot. Okay, stupid. Shut your mouth. Okay.
It's so funny because as I've been talking to your manager, like your Facebook fucking algorithm. Yeah. If you like go to a certain place or whatever, or Google something, there it is on your Facebook. So I just started seeing all your stuff popping up, and I was like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
So like having a full series on that character, that's amazing.
It's a natural progression of where my sketches are.
Yeah.
Is to make it into a TV show.
That's great.
Because it's such a popular character online for years.
Yeah.
And people love it. People quote it all the time. Like they come to my live shows like fucking merch. It's like eventually merch. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I feel like it's gonna happen.
Well, and is it shooting in Canada or shooting?
Yeah, it'll be Canadian.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, if you need,
an Aussie.
Yeah. I mean, I can do accent. I can do accents as well.
Hey man, we'll hold the auditions, bro. Whatever. If it's natural, we'll do it.
Well, that's cool. We
if we need a fucking white-looking Mexican Tamil dude,
that's it.
Then we'll let you know.
Pass for pretty much everything.
Exactly.
When I come out on stage, I've been doing this thing recently where I'm like, I know I look like a youth pastor, like a Sri Lankan youth pastor.
I know.
Who's gotten fired for messaging the girls.
Yeah. There There you go.
Yeah, I tried to change my look a bit. I grew this dirty beard, and then I just looked like a homeless youth pastor.
Yeah, you actually look like a Mexican dude who moved from Mexico to Australia and got gentrified. That's what you look like.
Well, when I did this Spanish role, I played a Mexican gangster.
Cholo.
Yeah, had the beanie on.
Yeah, hilarious.
The feedback that I got was terrible accent.
Really?
Like, oh, yeah.
What were you? What kind of accent were you doing?
It was just a generic Spanish from Spain accent.
Oh, Spain.
Just the
not Mexican.
No, not Mexican. So it was Spanish, not Mexican. It was like a Mexican. I keep saying Mexican. Spanish. Yeah,
like a Spanish gangster from Spain.
Yeah.
Like what's the accent?
It was just with the lisp and all. It was like
Spanish.
Yeah. So, but I can't remember the exact accent. But I remember there was a guy
Español
who went to audition for the same role.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You know the character's Spanish, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "You know," and I'm Spanish. I was like, "Okay." And he goes, "The character's name is this," and he's like, "And my name is actually that as well." And he goes, "Maybe I deserve it more, don't you think?" And I was like, "What the fuck?
Who the fuck is this guy?"
And I got the role. He didn't. And I told, and he was like, "That guy sucked." He was like, "You had really good comedic timing. You had some good improv. Your accent was shit, but you can teach an accent." I've never tried the Spanish accent before, so as we went on, it got better and better. And I was like, he was like, he said something like, "You were in a drug, like a cartel, weren't you?" And I was like, "It was more of a ring, more of a drug ring."
Yeah.
So it was like the rolling R's and the a bit of the list.
Okay.
And I was like, necesitas.
Necesitas. Yeah.
So the accent got better and better, and then I actually started learning Spanish after that.
Okay, cool.
Because I thought if I pass for Spanish or Mexican, and I can speak the language, then maybe I'll get more roles.
100%. I think it's good. Yeah, it's like imagine you got booked for Narcos. Like,
that's it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I really passed for, but anyway, I'll audition. Give me Does the Aussie accent come naturally?
It actually kind of does now.
Yeah.
Well, I lived here for a year, so I naturally picked it up more and more. So it's much easier.
Cunt is such a... I don't really say it much.
Yeah.
But it's every other word. I actually did have a couple guys on the podcast, and a couple young Aussie guys, and every second word. I actually had to do like a AI, what do you call it?
Yeah, cutting it out.
Cutting all the swearing out, because I was like, this is just ridiculous.
Right.
It was like,
this guy,
every sentence started with, "Cunt, I went to this."
Yeah. Fucking, that's such a bogan thing.
Yeah. So did you enjoy living here?
I loved it, man. I loved it. Yeah, it's one of the best experiences of my life.
We did Canada, America, and an America and Canada trip in 2023. Christmas in Vancouver at a place called Big White.
Nice.
And it was gorgeous. I would absolutely move over to Canada. But I think they're changing some of their immigration laws now.
Yeah, their immigration laws suck right now. It's really bad. But, I mean... It's a beautiful country, and it's my home, obviously, so I love it, and I'll never leave. I'll always have a home in Canada. But, I mean, Australia is a fucking... I wish I could live here all the time.
Really?
But it's just... I realize for what I do, it's not really that sustainable to become as successful as I want over here. You're not going to make it out of Australia. So it's good to live here if you're retired. And I will probably retire in Australia one day. And retired. No, but honestly, beautiful country. Yeah. I love the food quality here is so much better than Canada and U.S.
Wow, really? It's a lot of poutine right over there.
Yeah, and the government actually cares about the people here, seemingly, more than back home. The coffee's amazing, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's just I don't know, it's good vibes. The sun's always out, it's warm.
Yeah.
It's safer.
It does seem like a very grass is always greener kind of thing, right? Because I feel like people from Australia are always itching to leave. Really? I feel like whenever someone like you comes along and they're like, "Tell me everything about the rest of the world."
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. But I mean, I don't know why anyone would want to leave Australia.
Right.
More so than stay in U.S. or Canada, to be honest. I don't know. They're both for different reasons. Good for different reasons, but I don't know.
So, all right. So you got a tour, you got the TV show coming, and then what's 5 years time look like for Neema Naz?
Well, I'm looking to do a bigger and better tour by that point. Obviously, I want to just tour the world, selling out shows. Yeah. Do this TV show, do more movies. Yeah. And just keep pumping out the content, man.
Yeah.
just fucking making more content.
Making more content, bro.
That's it. Content's king, man.
Yeah.
Without content, you can't build following. And without following, you can't sell live shows.
And get out of your own head if you're going to do it.
And that too, yeah. Stop being a fucking dumb cat.
Are you posting 7 days a week?
Not 7 days a week. No, I do like every other day.
Oh, wow.
On average.
Yeah.
But sometimes if I have more, I'll post it. If not, I won't.
What if, especially if the quality's there as well? Like
Yeah. I always think about like, all right, I'm at the point now where I don't need to just post anything.
Yeah.
I'll like, put a little more effort into it, post more quality, I know my voice, I know what people like, I know what I can do. And so, I just focus on making it better every time. Yeah, awesome. So, fantastic. Just takes time, man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's leave it there, man, because I think we'll wrap up a little early. You got some stuff to do. But final words to any like aspiring comedians out there who want to get into it. Any advice that you'd give yourself 10, 20 years ago, 10, 15 years ago?
When I was born. Mate, stop fucking crying. Yeah, bro. Just fucking... I'm telling you, like, it's full hectic, brother, Like, cuz, it's full hectic, cuz. Bros, I'm telling you, Adelaide, it's full hectic.
It's true, it's very hectic. I'm going to do whatever broad. I'll just stick with Sri Lanka.
There is one thing that you should focus on. There is a lot of things that if you're not doing, then there is a big problem.
Sometimes you do good.
Sometimes you do a shit.
Sometimes you do a shit.
It's a very... It's a mixed feeling. It's a mixed feeling.
A shit is stupid.
Yeah, that's it. It's a very stupid. Nah, but I think I don't know. I think if you're doing comedy, you gotta love it, because if you're not loving it, then there's no point in doing it, because it's the best job in the world, but the hardest job in the world. And I feel like the more dedicated you are to your craft and the more time you put into what you're doing, the more results you'll see. Yeah. But also, like, think long term. Don't be short sighted. Yeah. There's so many comedians who just want the fast growth and the fast results. I think that's the worst thing you can do. Yeah. Take your time, be patient, think in decades. Yeah. Think in the macro, but then like focus on the micro every day. Yeah. And just take it day by day. Surround yourself with the right people. Yeah, I think that matters the most too.
Stay positive.
Have the humility to like grow and take people's criticisms and feedbacks. Yeah, and be accountable and make the right decisions for you and have integrity. Yeah, awesome. And then the right things will come when it's your time. Yeah. So that's it. Cool. Just don't worry about other people's paths, because you're on your own path. Yeah. And not everything's meant to happen to you right away. Yeah. It's so natural as a comedian to think about, like, you're always watching what other comedians are doing. You're like, oh man, how did he get that? Or how does he doing that? Or he's doing this show. Like, why can't I do it? Sometimes it's just not meant for you. Yeah. And that's okay. Yeah. And they're also thinking that about you. They're like, oh man, how is this guy doing this? I should be doing that. So who fucking cares? Yeah. No one gives a shit. Fuck you. Fuck off. You all suck. So that's it, man.
You all suck was the final note there.
And fucking how you going, mate?
All right, well, and I don't know how long. Shortly, you'll be able to see Neema Naz on his TV show.
That's it, baby. Let's go.
Keep an eye out. Go follow him on his Instagram. He's got like 500,000 followers on Instagram.
Yeah, something like that. Fucking follow me, man.
Follow him and me while you're at it. Jesus
Instagram.
Christ.
Instagramming.
Thank you again, Neema Naz.
Yeah, hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, it's good chat. Thank you.
Yeah, much love. Take it easy. All right, yeah, fucking, yeah, no, yeah, all right, yeah, right, mate, yeah, fucking, how you going? Yeah, fucking hell. All right, yeah, far out, cuz, far out, yeah, how you going?